welcome to another Thoughts on Tech video. Today I am going to talk about the Sony FDR-X3000 and why I think it is about time for Sony to bring out its next action camera if they don't want to be left out of the game. This camera was launched in 2016 and brought some arguments to compete against the GoPro Hero 4 and the GoPro Hero 5 that was launched some days after. The balanced optical steady shot stabilization was able to produce better looking footage in almost every situation when compared to the first generation electronic stabilization. But since 2016 Sony left its action camera lineup unchanged and without updates. In the meantime this happened. And then this happened. And then more recently also this happened. So I think these are reasons enough for Sony to say goodbye to the FDR-X3000 and come with its next big thing, or they will lose this train. The first important point where I think the Sony is not up to the other contenders anymore is the fact that it still needs a polycarbonate case in order to be waterproof. Yes, it is able to take a splash, but it's not waterproof, which is important for activities like surfing, kayaking or wakeboarding. Even in a strong rain shower you will risk your camera without the case. And see how chunky the case is. The second point is not having a built-in screen where you can see what you are recording. The competition has up to 2 of them. Yes, you can use an external one, but would you prefer this? Over this? Well, I don't think so, really. And you would have to carry an extra charger in order to keep your display up and going. Then you have the complex user interface with the submenus and the buttons. In more recent cameras, thanks to the touch screens, everything is quickly accessible and more intuitive to find. Then there are the functions that assist the user with content creation. In more recent cameras you may set a time-lapse with the interval you desire, and the camera will show you how long your resulting clip will be and generate it for you. The Sony lets you take pictures at an interval, but you would have to put the time-lapse together yourself in your computer, and that means a lot of time. The FDR-X3000 was the first with optical stabilization, but at the moment the DJI Osmo Pocket brings gimbal stabilization that looks like this in 4K. And this is how it looks on the Sony. The Sony had for a long period of time the advantage of allowing you to capture your videos at a higher bitrate than its contenders. At this moment the DJI Osmo Action also offers the same possibilities.